Hey guys, True Night back here tonight. So today is April 21st, 2023. Just got back from a tournament over at Ghost Gaming in Denver, Colorado. We had a lot of fun tonight. We got to mess around with the rules a little bit. So tonight's tournament entailed being able to use 3 different banned cards that are on the ban list currently. You can only use 1 of each card, of course. So a lot of stuff came out the woodwork. You'll see in the rounds and everything that I post this week coming up. Tier limit 1. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, let's get into the deck. I obviously played Swordsoul. I don't know what else I would play. It's what I'm most comfortable with. So alright, let's get right into it. So starting with the main deck, I use 3 Ecclesia. It's your bread and butter for special summoning on your second turn, on going second I mean, or going first. Yeah, it's still, I think it's a mainstay at 3. I don't think you play any less. I just don't see why. It's an engine card by now. So quick thing too, I did go X2 with it. I think there was 5 rounds. I took 12th place out of 30, I believe. Brennan would have to correct me on that, but yeah, 30 players, I took 12th with it. So getting right back to it, 3 Moye. It's your main normal summon of the deck. Card advantage is always key to this game, and this draws you a card. 3 Long Yuan. I ended up banishing 2 of these every time I acted Pot of Desires tonight, and it made me not want to use Pot of Desires on the last round of the tournament, I mean, because I was afraid of doing that. So be careful of that. Sometimes Pot of Desires is a rude card. 2, this is my favorite, Taya. This card is just nuts. It's a 1 card, go off. Thinking about bumping it up to 3, still, heavily, just because of the factor it plays in the game, but yeah, 2 for right now. 3 Emergence, as long as it's at 3, we're going to play it at 3. 2 Desires, I did take this out a couple weeks back for more tennies, but decided not to. 1 Rhoda. One Blackout. I do see a lot of people talking about putting in 2, but I think for right now, I found myself, just because of the way the tournament played out, I did change some things up and I never even searched it. Well, no, I searched it once. It's a lie. Sorry. Tenyi. I played 3 Shuna, 2 Veshuda, 2 Adhara. Didn't play Circle or Shatana. Just due to the ban cards, I decided to play those instead, those 3. So you'll see them soon, but this is my Tenny package for this time. Now for non-engine cards, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I still think that going second in this build is key, and I think these cards were pivotal tonight. I got the 2 Thrust and the 1 Tactics. I never saw this card tonight, never even saw this card, so kind of stinks, but it would have been fun to go off with this. Did also play 2 Book of Moon and 2 Evenly Matched, so you'll see in my side decking, my thought process tonight kind of changed with the deck. We'll go over it in the side deck, but yeah, I took out, as you can see, the Eclipse and things of that nature for this removal. And then the final 3 cards that I used for the tournament tonight, I used Maxi, I used Pot of Greed, and I used Protos. So I was thinking about making this Emptiness, Vanity's Emptiness, just because of the fact that I could go first, drop this down, and put this down. Would have been raunchy, I think, in my opinion, but decided to keep this in just for the draw power. I wanted to focus on going second. I took the Max E challenge twice tonight, gave my opponent, the first time I think I gave him 14 cards, the second time I gave my opponent like 7 or 8 cards. Never won those matches. Don't take the Max E challenge. Tip of advice. Extra deck doesn't really change at all from your standard stuff. 3 monk. Don't play 2, play 3. Grind games are specific. 1 shaman. Not really much to say here. You just want to go into a shaman when you can make a play to go get a worm out of your grave. Be ready for that. Don't just go into shaman for the sake of shaman. For my extra spot, I did play Dragite just because of spells and traps with the Forbidden list. A lot of them were insane, and so having this negate was really key. Never once went into Berserker, but it's always key to have him there. Went into this guy twice, resolved both times and got me going, so really enjoyed that. Baxia, the most broken card in the extra deck, is insane. I did misplay in my round 2 against Tearlament. Pretty hard misplay. I spaced completely that Ecclesia as a tuner. I had Taya on board, special Ecclesia. My opponent stopped me from going off, and I thought it was over from there. So, but you live and learn. 1 Chao Fang, when I went into it, my opponent probably grabbed it and read it like 4 different times. Helped me win a good game. 2 Chicho. I value Baxia over Chicho right now just because the key role Baxia plays opposed to Chicho, but still, I think it's your second best card. For my level 10s, the 3 big dogs, that doesn't change right now. Went into this guy several times. Went into this mostly going first, went into this going second, and then went into this for game against a runic player. Now for the side deck. So my thought process for this tournament was I wanted to be more direct in my removal. I didn't want to just do board breaking the whole time. So I took out Nibiru, I took out Book of Eclipse, replaced it with Book of Moon. I replaced Nibiru with 3 Gamma-Seal. My thought process with this is that the tinnies are too important, and that I wanted to keep the consistency of being able to special summon those without a Nibiru token on the field. And it did work out a lot tonight, so I'm really heavily thinking about keeping this as opposed to Nibiru. I did go with the 2 Cyclone. So guys, key thing with this card is don't just go shooting back row in the dark with this. Target this. Tikaboo, Goes a Match, Rivalry, Anti-Spell, things like that. That's what you want to hit with these. Don't really think I should have to say that, but seeing a lot of people in tournaments, they're just blind shooting away with this at back row. If you don't know what you're hitting, don't do it. Let them play their judgments, let them play those things. Play around the board breaks, which are things like anti-spell, summon limit, vanities, things of that nature. So 2 Lightning Storm. So this was more heavily for back row removal, and because of the thought process again of not going into Nibiru, I had this to back this up in case this wasn't enough. So, finishing out the sets of Evenly and Book of Moon. I just think these 2 cards are vital for your deck. And then going first, never went into it once, went into it every round, and it's still broken. I think this is a ban list candidate, to be honest, if I'm not lying. This card just wins games, wins matches, still to this day, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so tonight I played against Gate Guardian, I played against Tearlament, I played against Golem Grinder, I believe, and then I played against Runic. I think it was pure Runic, but overall great matches, a lot of fun. I got my butt kicked by the Golem Grinder deck pretty hard, and I lost when I misplayed against Tyrlit. So need to slow down, need to play more accurate rather than just fast playing and worrying about my opponent calling me for time or anything like that. So something I gotta work on with my game. I need to do a lot more playtesting against people and not just by myself. So that's something huge to work on. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Next week we got another Heart of the Underdog tournament, so won't be able to play Swordsoul at that, so probably be playing Trap Tricks. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be respectful of each other, be nice, be kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good night.